Okay, objects in space, literally. We're not talking about like classes and instantiations. We're talking about stuff in space. This is actually one of my favorite images of space ever, because it looks like it's a cover of a sci-fi movie or a book, and it's actually real. This is a cupola on board the International Space Station. It's the largest window in space. Stars. There's a shitload of them. The largest guess I could find, and probably one of the best guesses, and probably way, way under, is 10 to the 24 stars, or roughly 10 to the 18, or 10 to the 12 stars per galaxy, and 10 to the 12 galaxies, and much more stuff. The sun, it's really, really big. Everybody flew here from somewhere else in the world, and I know my trip was about 8,000 kilometers, and this is 1.3 million kilometers just from side to side, not around. It's 3 times that just to go around it. Yours, it's not really blue, but it's mostly blue. There's also some brown and some white stuff there. It looks kind of like a marble. It's round-ish, not quite round. But, yeah. There we go. The moon. Since the dawn of man thought the moon was made out of cheese. We spent a whole lot of time and effort going to the moon. We found out it's not made out of cheese. We have not been back since. Their Jupiter moon of Io does show some promise of being made out of cheese. Obviously, moons come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, from Ganymede, which is just giant, to things that are much, much smaller, like this little tiny thing. This is the moon of an asteroid. That moon is like 100 feet across. Very, very small. Asteroids. They're awesome, and they rock. Actually, later this month, there'll be a satellite orbiting the first asteroid as of next month, and I can't wait for that. Comets. They're ice, they're cold, probably don't go well in Coke, but I'm still waiting on that. This is actually, I saw a really awesome image I found, and I found this is actually Halley's Comet taken in 1910. I didn't know they had good cameras in 1910. Planets. Most of them are round. Actually, no, all planets are round. If they're not round, they're not a planet. There are 8 planets in our solar system. So no matter what other people try to tell you, there are only 8 planets in the solar system, some bigger than others, such as dwarf planets. Dwarf planets are also round. They're almost planets, but not quite planets. The difference is, for the one thing, most of them are a lot smaller, like Pluto. Yeah. They also have other things in their way. Now, okay, there we go. Extrasolar planets. They're everywhere. There are over 562 extrasolar planets that have been discovered to date. I personally can't wait to go visit them, and this may be what they might look like, maybe not. There is a planet about 20 light years away that might hold life, though. Galaxies. They're kind of like pizzas. In fact, they're a lot like pizzas. I mean, take a look at it. It's round, it's shaped like a pizza. It's got some kind of cheesy thing in the middle, and some kind of like moldy crust on the outside. It's like little pepperoni pieces in it. Okay. Black holes are not actually holes. Everybody keeps telling me a black hole is a hole. No, it's not a hole. It just looks like a hole. Black holes are big, really heavy, and light gets trapped on it and can't escape. But if you were actually there, there is something there. It's not a hole. So, this is what one might look like. Okay, James Webb Space Telescope is awesome, except they keep pushing the launch date back. It's supposed to originally launch like this year, and now it's going to launch in 2017. This is 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope, and in fact, it's more powerful than any telescope ever designed, and I can't wait to see that. Probes. They have a tendency to probe things. This is the Voyager 1 probe. It's been operating for 33 years, which is way longer than most cars, and it's traveled 17 billion kilometers from where it started. Actually, I think it traveled a lot farther. It's also moving really fast. Spacecraft. They fly in space. Sometimes they fall out of space, but I'm kind of personally kind of sad that these space shuttles getting retired without any practical replacement. But nah. Okay. There's a little bit of a delay between these two screens here. Commercial spacecraft, they're really expensive. This is the VSS Enterprise, which is just this little ship in the middle, slung underneath the mothership VSS Eve. You can get a ride to space on this spacecraft, about $200,000 per ticket. International Space Station, it's basically a giant space building. I'm sure everybody's seen them. Largest space station to date. You can actually made from multiple countries. In October, the first commercial spacecraft will be docking with the International Space Station. That's kind of bringing in a whole new era of space travel. Space junk. There's a lot of it. There's an estimated 600,000 pieces of junk. I mean, like nuts, bolts, whatever. Astronaut goes up there, takes a cup of coffee outside, lets it go, and floats away. And all these pieces, there are 600,000 of them, are big enough to completely destroy your ship if you hit them. This is something weird. I don't really know what it is, but it looks cool. It's some kind of cosmic jet. Think a contrail. A big supernova explodes, sends a jet out in the middle of the area, and it's kind of like Aurora. And these are the submarines.